Hello guys and welcome back to my channel Firewall again. In this video we are going to review R81.10 Smart Console. We will see what is the new things Checkpoint have added with respect to the Smart View Smart Console. So once you log in to your security management server via Smart Console, so this is what the OS I have right now. So if you see, give me a minute. Yes, so let me take my pen and just show you around. So if you see this is R81.10 and it's a GAIA OS. License status looks okay. So few new things added here with respect to R81.10. So I wanted you to walk through with that. So number one thing you can notice here, there is something here. If you see this circle, so this is basically they have given smart view monitor. In earlier version the location was different, but in this version if you see it's added at the top. So if I just click to that, it will says monitor and device status. Could not connect to the monitoring blade. Make sure the monitoring blade gateway is up and running. Okay, so for that I need to do this. I have to go to property of the gateway, and here I can see that monitoring blade is enabled. Maybe the policy is not push, and with the SMS I can see all looks good. So meanwhile let's do this. Just install the policy in a background and we'll see other options. So let's have the standard package for now, and let me just say install. Let the policy get installed at the background and let me show you the rest of the things. So if you see here, they have monitor, device license and information. Over here if you see, there is a columns, this guy. So using this option you will be having multiple things visibility from here itself. What I mean, if you just change the options, now I have given health, so it will give you the health status. Basically we observe what is the uptime here. So whenever someone asks you that your gateway, we got an alert from our monitoring system that your gateway is down or whatever it is, you can tell them from here itself that okay, this is the uptime and the status. I mean sometimes you get the false alerts, so this uptime feature helps here. So this is the total RAM what you have given to your system, and this is what the hard disk you have given to the system. And if you change from health to traffic, so whatever the latestly available traffic, it gives you those details. For now I don't see any traffic because this is a newly set up. uh, let's go for the access control, and it will show you what policy you have installed and what blades are enabled. So you can see the monitoring blade is enabled and the firewalling blade is enabled with the gateway. Plus, if you want to see threat prevention thing, management thing, license thing, it's up to you. You can check those details and give the answer, get the answer. Here there is an option you can run one-time scripts from this device itself. So make sure the script which you're going to be run, they need to be typed here and everything is good, and you can run that script from the file itself. I'm not going to run that script now, but you can do it from here. Then here you can edit your object. Here you can give, if you want to create a new gateway, new cluster, new ASX, new host, whatever requirement you have, you can deliver from here. And at the bottom, if you see, there is a summary tab. You can see here what version you are in, what appliance you have, and if you have any task related to your work. It's more of giving you the status, whatever the task you have. So I believe it's more related to the provisioning if you done for your incident control. Let's see what search gives here. If we have anything, it will show, otherwise we will not see anything. That's fine. Errors are something if your management server or gateway, if they are dealing with any errors. Most of the times we get the cross sign here instead of this plus sign, right sign, because of the licensing issue or because of the updates issue. Licenses, it's saying you what license you have and the status of the license. So basically it gives you, go ahead with that, whether you have a proper license installed or not. Now let's go to the policy tab. Before talking about the policy, let's talk about the few options available. So if you see at the top, here there is a crown. This is nothing but the menu option, so I'm going to click that. But before that, I just wanted to inform this is the menus. So if you just click to that and see, so from here you can do all the activities, like you manage your policies and layers. This means if you want to create a policy package, you can create from here. Very simple option. You have to just click this option and give the details. I'm not going to create one. Layer, if you want to provide what layer you want to have, for example, you want to have the application you're filtering, content awareness, mobile access plus firewalls, you can create that sort of layers. So for example, just give here say test and say I want application URL and mobile access, and then say in advance implicit cleanup action, drop permissions, read write all. You can give permissions to the respective users if you require, and if I say OK, it will create that layer for you. So if you see, we have a network layer where we only have the firewall policy installed, and if you see the test layer, you have a mobile access and the firewall policy installed. And here you can see which blades you have with this layer, and basically you can use this layer with your policy. So basically, if you see view, action and view, you will see that layer in a read-only mode. If we come to the action and export selected layer, you can export the details what you have into the CVS format. And now let's do one thing. Let's go back to the layers and just try to install the policy. Let me publish the change. Publish failed due to the session validation error. Resolve error shown in the validation plane. Okay, let's see what it is. So here is the validation plane. Name uniqueness required, more than one object is there for, okay. So if you go to the policy and layer, let me go to the layers. Just I want to edit this, give some extra other name. So test 1 for now. Let me click OK. Let's publish the change. I want to go out. Okay, so let me publish the change. And let the policy get installed in a background. So standard policy package. And let me install. Let it get installed in the background. Meanwhile, we'll discuss about the access control policies. So here you can specify your explicit rules. So these are the admin defined rules. Whatever we do the access control, it is from this plane. If you want to deliver some sort of nattings, you can deliver from here. Likewise, you have a threat prevention policies, HTTPS policies, and below there is access tools, like you can get a VPN communities. If you're looking for any updates, you can do it from here. You can configure or schedule updates. Okay, now let's go ahead and do the logs and monitor. In logs and monitor, basically you given the tab views. So if you see here, basically the logs gives you whatever the logs you are receiving from your management server, and views gives you the option to see the view structure in a smart event format. So basically these views are nothing but your smart event, the previously blade view which we were having. And reports are the reports from the checkpoint you can generate and use for your references. So there is nothing much we can deliver from here, but I just want you to go to the logs, and you want audit logs or you want normal logs. Audit logs are something logs, these are the changes made by the admin. So whatever the changes you are doing, those are get logged if you see these audit logs. So if I want to show you that, I just have to click to the audit logs. Why it's not opening? Open. Okay, So in last 24 hours, whatever the changes you have done, like the admin have done, those changes you can see here. So very simple. Audit logs. Then logs, go if you go back to the logs itself, you will see the normal logs what you have. And as I told you, the view option, it's all about the smart event blade, and reports is all about the reports which we get for the uh, tally purpose. Then task, you can schedule uh, the different task here. I have not used this option much, so let's not talk on this now. I will talk on later. And tunnel and user monitoring is more like your it's your smart view monitor blade, but as I told you, there is an instance also given for the monitoring purpose at the top, and this is the entire blade where you can do all the monitoring part. You can create your, what we call it, suspicious activity rules and everything. We have detailed videos on this. You can use this and deliver the work as per your requirement. So this is what the tunnel and user monitoring. And as I told you earlier, if you come to the gateway, and here also we have a monitoring option like a smart view monitor. Not everything you will get, but this is also very handy. You don't have to go to that blade and deliver all the work. You can deliver from here itself. So this is the option, logs and monitoring. And then manage and settings. When you come to the manage and settings, you can see it directly divert you to the sessions. So right now I am logging as an admin, and you can see my session here. But if you come from top to the bottom, you will see the properties with respect to the blades configured. So if you want to do any changes with the application and your filtering settings, you can deliver from here. Earlier we used to have the blade architecture. That time we were having a separate blades settings, but here with the tabs, but here you have to come here and do this walk. Sessions is the sessions which currently login admins. Revisions are the work delivered by the admins. You can come here, and there is an action column. You can purge or revert to this version if you want to go back to the changes performed with the previous admin work. So you can revert to that version. So it's that simple. In advance, it's saying session management thing. I have not used this option much. Tags, if you want to create a tags and give it to different users or objects. For example, test 100, I have just created one tag, and I think I can use these tags for different purposes wherever I wanted to use it. Preferences is again the cool option. You want to see what preferences you wanted to give for your network management, login messages, and other activities. So if you want IP versions to be allowed, IPv4 and v6, you can have those here. Or if you only dealing with the IPv4, you can select this preference. The mask length, how you want. The subnet display format, it should be mask length or a subnet mask. You can deliver that. You can see that from here. Network defined by routes, logging messages. If you want to set up some banner, you can deliver from here. User preferences, show message that don't show the message again. Debug this application, start debugging. If I click that, I think some debug will run and the output will store. So whatever the issue you are facing with the smart console, literally logs will be stored here. You can see and get data done. I'm not interested into that. If you want to have a smart console extension, you can add from here, language selection, and then this is the cool option, enable session plane. So if you enable this session plane, and if you see that there is session plane here, so whatever activity you are performing, it's getting logged here. So this enable session plane check marks is important if you want to see whatever the activities you are doing from this session plane. And here is a session activity. If you see, you can directly talk to the checkpoint lab and give the feedback from here itself. That is a cool option. You can sync with the user center. So this is what they given. And if you are dealing or doing some smart task, you can just come here and just add your smart task and send it to the or you can manage that thing from here. Okay, package repositories. So I think the packages which is installed into the management server, it's all about that. Download from the cloud, upload from the cloud. So you can manage those packages from here. And policy settings, source, destination service, add and sell after the main object set. So rule cell settings, source access defaults, cell value for rule creation, source destination, any. Okay, so this is what generally you can, for example, if I say any here and I want to see if I can publish this. So let's see what happens. In my mind, it's something like whenever you create a rule, the source by default will appear as any. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, my mistake. I log off by mistake. So let me go back. Sorry for that, guys. So it's launching the application. Okay, new smart console, ask me later. So I have selected this. So let me just go back to the security policy, and I just want to create a rule and see if any value comes there. Updates is available, that is fine. So if I create a new rule, what will happen? Okay, let me create a new rule. Okay, so by default the source value appear here is any. That's what I can see. Earlier it was none. Not sure. Let's do this. Let's go back, manage and setting, policy setting, and now destination, it should be here none. So if I change it to any, let's see what happens. So let's go back and create a new rule. I don't know, for this we need to install a policy or what, but let's try to, let me delete this rule for now and create new one, add new rule below. Okay, it's not giving me that option, so I think let me just install the policy and we'll come back to that option to see. I just want to delete this rule for now. because it will conflict anyway. Let me say delete. Just install the policy for now. Standard policy and install, publish and install. Let it get installed in background. Meanwhile, let's see the last option here. So the command line here, you can run your management CLI commands. So normal commands will not run here. For example, say uptime, it will not work, or say show config, whatever it is, it will not work. Whatever the commands we have for the management side, mgmt command, those will run here. So I have a separate video for this. You can watch that and understand this part. So I'm just waiting that policy to get installed, and once that is done, we'll wrap up this video. So I think policy installation is completed. Let's do this. Let's say add a new rule. Okay, I want to add a new rule. What is this? Add new rule below. Okay, so if you see this option comes any here, and sources and destination any. So this is because here you have given this preferences what you want. Simple feature, but it's good to know this feature we have from the checkpoint. So last thing here, from the top menu, you can deliver whatever you have. You can check the global properties. These are the implied rules and everything, and the settings globally applied to the gateway, you can see from here. And likewise, if you want to manage your license, you can come here and go to the manage license and repository. If you want to do smart provisioning, you can do it from here. If you have a smart endpoint, this is the option. And if you want to view something, you can select from here, whichever the plane or the policy, whatever you want to view, you can deliver from here. If you want to install a database, you can install the database. If you want to verify the policy, you can verify the policy. You can install a policy from here. You can publish a session from here. And if you want to create a new object, if you want to go to the object explorer, like the object explorer we have here, you can use that options. So guys, this is the overview we have of R81.10 GAIA Smart Console. So if you like my video, please subscribe my channel and press like and comment what you think about this video. So guys, thanks for watching this video and have a wonderful day.